Hi guys, welcome back to Kegman Plays. I'm the Kegman, and this is Red Bull Bolton. Yes, it is. Of course it is. Why not? We are taking on Coventry today. Obviously, the last episode, I can't remember who we played in the last episode now. Was it Peterborough? I think it might have been Peterborough. I really can't remember. Anyway, we are 9 points clear of Peterborough. A win here today will see us go 12 points clear at the top of the table again. We've got a game in hand. Game in hand here against Coventry. Coventry are in 6th. We could mess up their day here because they're only they're only 1 point ahead of AFC Wimbledon in 7th. So we could mess their day up. Let's go to the schedule. We've not played that many games since we last met. Like I say, I think it was Peterborough. We drew with Burton, beat Sunderland 2-0, beat Grimsby 4-0 in the FA Cup. We have got Swansea next and Coventry. Not really anything to talk about. I have asked for some more money. I keep checking to ask for some more money. I can actually increase the wage budget. They're going to say yes. Bricks. They're not really giving me much at the moment. I mean, we've got a strong team. It's not like I need to improve the team. It's just it'll be nice to get someone else ahead. So there's nothing really to report. We should get on to the game, shan't we? Tavares has got a light injury, so he's got a wrist. That's not what you've got. Not what you've got. Medical. Fractured wrist and a bruised knee. That's not what it said. That's not what it said. Fractured wrist. Oh wait, no. I thought I said a face mask. So he'll be going to get protective equipment that'll allow him to play for his injury. We're not going to let him play today. He's going to go get something around his wrist which will allow him to play in the future. We are dropping Badia Shield for this particular game purely because he does need a rest. The youngster's starting to get a bit knackered. Paleo Marilla, I think we're going to float into the squad instead of Jason Lowe. No. Kaputska. We'll bring him in instead of Kaputska. Right, let's submit the team and let's go ahead. Which means Paul McShane is getting his first start. Weird one, that is. Looking to move on a couple of players if we can. A lot of players want to leave. Which is understandable. Understandable when they have not been getting games at all. Obviously, I know we're doing very well, but if a player isn't playing, he's not going to want to be here, is he? Despite how well he's getting paid. Right, let's get this kicking off and let's demand more. So yeah, things are going really well for us in the league. Like I say, we are in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Whether or not we can get ourselves a strong run in the Cup, I do not know. I'd be inclined to say no. Although we've got a strong team, I don't think the team is strong enough to compete against the big boys in the Premier League. I don't know though. We could always find out. Swansea, although being a championship side, we're 1-0 down to Coventry. I'm talking about playing against fucking Premier League teams. We're 1-0 down to Coventry within a minute. Swansea will obviously be a task. It'll be a tall order. Championship team, formerly Premier League team with some strong players. So there will be a bit hard ask. I think we've got enough about us to see them off, though. I think we could probably see Swansea off. But we'll figure out when we get to it, as we always do. In the meantime, though, let's focus on this game. They've had one shot on target, and that was their goal. They've only had one shot. Anyway, you're winning like hell. I'm always tired. You guys know this. If you're regular to the channels, you'll know that Keggy is always tired. I suppose I can use this opportunity now to also announce the save for FM20, the beta save for FM20. You should see it up on your screen in a moment, hopefully, if I remember to edit this. Hopefully I have. It is going to be mending Manchester. We're going to be taking on... We're 2-0 down. We're going to be taking on Manchester United in the beta save over the 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 weeks. Obviously, it's 2 weeks beta save. We'll be looking at doing what we can during that time. And then after that, it's going to be mostly Twitch streams. There will be some FM content still on YouTube. There will always be some FM content on YouTube. I'm leaning towards going along the lines of guides and tips on YouTube. If I'm completely honest, Cardona straight down to keep his throat. I'm leaning towards going down the lines of guides and tips. You know, picking up best players to pick up, teams to play as, with the odd little let's play here and there. I'm not 100% sure what teams I'm going to do. I already know the first 5 stream saves we're going to be doing, but yeah, I don't know what we're going to be doing. We will do a let's play. I don't know what's going to be yet. If anyone's got any suggestions, obviously you're more than welcome to stick them in the comments down below. Fuck you, Hesketh. I do not want to be losing this game 3-0. Yeah, like I say, we'll leave it in the comments down below. Let me know who you fancy seeing. We'll maybe make some decisions and decide from there on. I can tell you now, it's not going to be a huge like non-league to legend save. It's not going to be a huge journeyman save. It'll be a team maybe 2 or 3 divisions down, maybe 2nd division, or maybe a team that's newly promoted to a top flight. Those are the sort of teams I would fucking hell. Those are the sort of teams that I would expect us to be looking at when we come around to doing a new save. Right, let's go a bit more attacking then. Go a bit more attacking. Let's get rid of that. Lovely. I don't know what's happened to this team. I don't know what's happened to this team in this game. We're 3-0 down to Coventry. It's a game that we should be dominating in. So yeah, that's the plan anyway for FM20 thus far. Hopefully, I remember to show the graphic. Twitch saves. I'm decided on the teams. I haven't bothered building a graphic yet. I'm halfway through designing a graphic. That's the issue for that one. It is going to be a revitalizing or reviving giants or sleeping giants, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be similar to what I did at the start of Twitch streaming, in that we will be taking a team that is not necessarily at their best at the moment. So last year we've done Deportivo, for example, a former La Liga champion who's now in Segunda. This year we're looking at doing Blackburn Rovers as one of the saves, Belenenses in Portugal as one of the saves, AJ Auxerre, and there was 2 other teams I can't remember off the top of my head. 1816 Munich, I believe, was one. And there was a Danish team. It's going to bug me, but I can't remember the name of the Danish team. But it's a Danish team that's became a sort of merged team. I think it was just a case of the money went, so they were going to die, so they merged with another local team. It's going to bug me, but I can't remember what their name is. They're a Danish team. There's a swan on the badge. Again, if I remember it, I'll bring a PNG up so you can see who that is. And yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it. I have managed in the Danish leagues. It's been a long time since I managed in the Danish leagues, so that should be fun. Portugal's always a laugh. France, I recently did Grenoble. We're going to 4-0 down here. Recently done Grenoble on the European Pub Crawl on Twitch. And obviously Blackburn, I quite often do when we're doing England right now. I've quite often done England in the past. So doing somewhere like Denmark with a team in a 2nd tier of Denmark could be a fun prospect. We're going to give this team a bollocking. I do not know what's happened to this team. We have got Will Manning in goal because Mateschitz is injured. Mateschitz is a million times better. Badiashile obviously not here. Paul McShane is in defence. I don't know really else. I don't know elsewhere I can sort of pinpoint the issue. Maybe if we overlap. Go with that. Let's go with that. See what we can do. We've got 3 goals, so we need to pull back now. I don't think we're going to manage it. I think this is going to be our 3rd loss of the season, which will end our 24-match unbeaten streak. I think it's a 24-match unbeaten streak. This is going to end. I don't see us crawling back from this. I really don't. I can't see us clawing back a 3-0 disadvantage. Cardona out to Berniche. And things like that is why. Things like that are why. This team has clearly done their homework. They know to hit us on the counter because they nearly went 4-0 up. They could have been 5-0 up by this point as well. Should have been 5-0 up at this point. So we should be considering ourselves lucky we were only losing 3-0. Yeah, I consider us fairly lucky we were only losing 3-0 at the moment. This is going to be embarrassing still, regardless. Rispoli, good ball. Benish. Over the top. No one's there. Rispoli straight down the keeper's throat. Should have done a bit more of it there. Who's playing like a twat? Irving Cardona for once is playing like a knob. Jamie Ward on. Then Eo Pantic is also playing like a knob. Let's get Paleo Marilla on. And Andrea Rispoli and Bart Schenkeveld. I'm going to leave these guys there for now. Ibrahim Cisse on a yellow. I'm going to leave those guys out for. Fuck me. Really. Wow. We were very fucking lucky there. We're still getting dicked. It's unfortunate. I'm also going to fix the issues with the camera, by the way. I know there's an issue with the camera. I know that it's massively zoomed in my face. There is a reason for that. Is my green screen. The green screen itself is only 3 foot wide. That is literally there to there. It's not very wide. I am planning on getting a better green screen sorted out. The situation in this room is that hello, Rispoli. The situation in this room is there isn't a hell of a lot of space. It is a 6 foot by 7 foot wide room in which I share a desk. There is a light directly above me, and we've got a blind, a green screen roller blind attached to the ceiling. There is a window there, however. I'm going to turn it into one big green screen curtain. So you'll probably find that the view you get of me from now on is going to be more akin to this way. So you'll be able to see my dodgy potato-filled ears. But yeah, that'll be what's going to happen. So I'll be moving the camera to there, and that'll be a nice big green screen. You can see me in all my my very expressively handsy glory. By that I don't mean I touch myself. Well, sometimes I do. Let's not go down that route, Keg. Come on, mate. Right, so Ibrahim Cisse out, Jason Lowe in. Mazzala's on a tack and a tack. We will get you to go attack as well. You're on attack, you're on attack. Let's get you... Oh, you're already on defense. Switch you from Anchorman to a roaming playmaker, because screw it. You may as well. We've got just under 20 minutes. If you include injury time, to try and pull back something from this game, and it's not going to happen. This is a write-off. This is probably the worst episode I've come back on ever. It's not great. It's not great. But like I say, I'll have to do. Right, Huvula out of wide to Rose. Let's try that again, mate. Go on. Lovely. Lancaster over the top. Marilla chasing it. Doesn't get there before Pask. McFadzine? That's an interesting name. Brown, Jabello. It's a good ball to Huila. Or Hyrula. They don't go 4-0 up here. Oh. It's this. This is an embarrassment. This game's an embarrassment for us. This is not good. That is embarrassing, Bernish. I'm going to be dropping you, I think. I think once Tavares has got his fucking wrist mask or wrist pad or whatever he's got is coming to protect his injury, you're getting dropped. You're definitely getting relegated to the bench. Oh, fuck me, really. Well done, mate. The pair of you are a bunch of morons. Jamie Ward, offside. Miles offside as well. Miles offside. Not great, is it, folks? It's not great. I mean, still at 9 points. Still at 9 points. You remember me saying, I think in the last episode, I bowled a 16-point lead? Yeah. Yeah, I think we've got more of the same, unfortunately. Oh well, such is life. Can we get a goal back so it's not as embarrassing? Ledley, it's just superb. It's just been, it basically sums up the kind of day we've had here today at Coventry, and I don't know if it's actually going to be their stadium because they can't physically play there. I'm going to rub it into Coventry's face, but you can't play at the Ricoh Arena because you are a bunch of morons. They are. They're absolute fucking. Their owners are absolute fucking moronic. Oh shit! Why did I do that? Misclick. You gotta love a misclick. So yeah, 9 points in it. Not fantastic. Obviously, I do apologise for the lack of news, I suppose, in this particular episode, outside of what's happening for FM20, what's happening for the channel and on Twitch. And obviously, and I do apologise for that result because that is fucking abysmal. Anyway, guys, I will be back sometime soon. Yeah, I will see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.